All right. Om Ganana Tva Ganapatikam Avamahe Kavim Kavina Umarshavastavam Yeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspalana Shindan Nodivasi Sadanam Shibha Ganapataye Namaha Prano Devi Saraswati Vaje Bhidvajinivati Dina Mavitriavato Maha Saraswati Namaha Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Gurave Sarvalokanam Shije Bhavaroginam हृदये सर्वविद्यानां श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः देवीं वाचमजनयन्त देवाः तां विश्वरूपा पशवो वदन्ति सा नो मन्द्रेषु मूर्जन्दुहाना धेनुर्वागस्मानुपतिष्ठतैतु व्यासं वतिष्ठ नक्तारं शक्ते पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे सुखतादन्तपोनिधिं व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो मयि ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः शिवशक्तिसमारम्भां भास्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मश्रीनाथपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. So we were in third Mundaka, second Khanda. We finished up to mantra number 5. So we'll start with mantra number 6 and 7 today. So I've shared the script with you, and I will go ahead with the mantra and the explanations. Vedanta Vijnana Sunishchitarthaha संन्यास योगाद्यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः ते ब्रह्मलोकेषु परान्तकाले परामृताः परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे. वेदान्तविज्ञा सुनिश्चितार्थाः संन्यासयोगाद्यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः ते ब्रह्मलोकेषु परान्तकाले परामृताः परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे. Have you all heard of this anywhere else? Radha? Okay. The next one is Gataha Kalaha Panchadasha Pratishtha Devasya Sarve Prati Devatasu Karmani Vijnanamashyascha Vijnanamayascha Atma Parebhyaye Sarva Eki Bhavanti. Eki Bhavanti. These are the two mantras. Now, literally going by word to word, Vedanta Vijnana Sunishchitarthaha. The meaning of this word is those who have well comprehended the true import of the knowledge of the Vedanta. Those who have well comprehended the true import of the knowledge of the Vedanta. Sannyasa yogat, through the yoga of sannyasa. Shuddha sattvaha, the minds being purified. Paramritaha, the attainers of the supreme immortality. It's called Paramritaha, the attainers of the supreme immortality. Te means those. Sarve, all. Yatayaha, the sannyasins, parantakale, after death. Parantakale means after death. Brahma lokeshu, in the world of Brahman. Brahma lokeshu, in the world of Brahman. Parimuchyanti, are liberated. Parimuchyanti means are liberated. The meaning of all this in summary is all those sannyasins who are well established in the knowledge of Vedanta, whose soul is purified through the practice of sannyasa. So you're talking about all those sannyasis who are well established in the knowledge of Vedanta and whose soul is purified through the practice of sannyasa, who have attained the supreme immortality. Those who have attained the supreme immortality get their absolute emancipation, means liberation, in the world of Brahman after death. In the world of Brahman after death. Again, the summary meaning of this mantra is all those sannyasins who are well established in the knowledge of Vedanta, whose soul is purified through the practice of sannyasa, and who have attained supreme immortality, get their absolute emancipation in the world of Brahman after death. So, sannyasins who have realized the Atman, if you have realized yourself, attain the immortality of life while in this body. You don't have to be attaining immortality only after you leave the body. You can attain immortality while you are in this body. And in this state, they are called Jivan Muktas. Jivan Muktas. No changing moods of life can ever touch the unchangeable serenity of the inner race. So, no changing moods of life can ever touch the unchangeable serenity of their inner peace. But there still remains the least vestige of bondage in the form of this body by virtue of their prarabdha karma, which also completely disappears, and the bubble bursts absolutely into the ocean. So there remains the vestige of the bondage in the form of this body by virtue of the prarabdha karma, which also completely disappears, and the bubble bursts absolutely in the ocean when the body falls, and that state is called Videha Mukti. That state is called Videha Mukti. Both these states are referred to here by the Shruti. Okay, Shruti means scripture. Any question on this? I'm going to explain the difference between Jivan Mukti and Videha Mukti in the whole class in detail. But as of now, do you have any question? No questions. Okay. Gataha Kalaha, the mantra. Tesham means there. Their, there. Panchadashaha means 15. Kalaha, parts. Pratishtha, basis or causes. Gataha bhavanti means to go away. Sarve means all. Devaha means senses. Senses. Pratidevatasu means in the presiding deities. In the presiding deities. Gataha bhavanti means enter. Tesham, there, again. Their. Karmani, the karmas. Karmani means the karmas. Vijnanamayaha means intellect. Any kind of a noise coming in from the background?
There is some construction work going on across.
Okay. Vijnanamayaha means the intellect. Atma means the self. Sarve means all. Pare, the supreme. Abhyaye, abhyaye means in the indestructible. Abhyaye means in the indestructible. Eki bhavanti means get united. Eki bhavanti means get united. So what this means in summary is all the 15 parts of their body enter into their causes. All the 15 parts of the body enter into their causes. All their senses merge into the presiding deities. Their karma, the self of the intellect, and all becomes one with the supreme indestructible. Now, the self of intellect means that is the jiva who is constituted of mainly the intellect, lighted by the intelligence of the Atman. Lighted by the intelligence of the Atman, or in other words, the personality of a man as it is commonly apprehended. So, this is the literal meaning of both the shlokas. Any question on both? No? So, in summary, mantra number 6 says, those yatis who have ascertained the true meaning of knowledge of the Vedanta and who have pure nature through sannyasa and yoga, having attained immortality, get liberated from all sides in the region of Brahma and the face of at the end of time. Sannyasa yoga means establishment in the consciousness of Brahman, consequent upon the renunciation of the desires and actions. So, sannyasa yoga means establishment in the consciousness of Brahman, consequent upon the renunciation of desires and actions. The individuals get liberated at the end of time, which means that they are freed from the bondage when their experiences of samsara come to an end. It is not ordinary death that is meant here, because ordinary physical death does not come to at the end of samsara, also does not cease. So once again, the individuals get liberated at the end of time. Means when you die, you get liberated, which means that they're freed from the bondage of attachment. When we are attached through the materialistic world, through the Maya, you get freed from the bondage, and when their experiences of samsara come to an end. I enjoyed the pleasure of this, I enjoyed watching this, I enjoyed traveling in this. From that attachment or kama, when it comes to an end. Now, this is not referring to an ordinary death here, because ordinary physical death time does not come to an end, and samsara also does not cease. Time is akal, right? Like it goes right around in circle and circle. So a time never expires or dies. What is meant here in the sense is atyantika marana, or ultimate death, where the subtle body of the individual dies together with its cause. That is ignorance. The end of time may also mean the time when those who have attained Brahmaloka, attained Kramamukti at the time of dissolution of cosmos, come together with Brahma himself. In that state, all the liberated ones find their individualities vanish into the Brahman. Even as a lamp, which is not fed by oil, is extinguished into space. Now, these liberated souls are said to enter into everything because they become the soul of the universe through instantaneous experience of the infinite. So, their experience is therefore absolutely unconditioned, and it is not the result of proceedings towards any plane of consciousness, which is always conditioned because of its being only a degree of truth. Moksha is not a movement towards any state, but an immutable experience here and now. एक minute. Now, what is being said is moksha is not a movement towards any state. It doesn't mean that you're in one state and you're moving to another state, but an experience, an immutable experience here and now. So, through attaining knowledge, you understand that all of this around you is an illusion. Nothing is real. And when you start realizing that, slowly you get detached from everything materialistic. And you say that what you see is not what is the truth. When that happens, you're attaining moksha. Knowledge is said to be the means to moksha because the means should always befit the nature of the end. The knowledge is unconditioned like moksha. Moksha is not produced as an effect of anything, but consists in the mere cessation of the hindrances to such an experience. Means any roadblock that you have, which is primarily the desire and greed, etc., attachment that leads to the attachment, the moment that breaks down, you actually experience moksha. Mantra number 7: the different parts of individuality gets dissolved and all the senses merge in their presiding divinities. Actions, the self consisting of intelligence, all these become unified in the supreme imperishable. The effects of all actions are not experienced because of the rise of knowledge. The intellectual self, given the individual self, transcends itself and is unified with the source. That is pure consciousness, which is called here the supreme imperishable, which is also vast like the ether, which is the same as Brahman, which is unlimited, undecaying, unborn, changeless, immortal, fearless, without a cause and effect. Remember, Brahman, that is the origin. It didn't happen because of something. That's the starting point. So there is no cause and effect, without internality and externality, non dual, that we have already discussed in previous classes, blessed and peaceful, existing everywhere at all times in the same condition. Individual becomes non different from it, having got rid of all the obstructions in the form of ignorance, desire, and action. Okay? I'm sorry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here. As you must have noticed, I took a pause 3-4 times. It is actually the medicine that is having the effect. I've been taking the medicine, so it's causing that blip. So I will stop with this. The whole detail, Jivan Mukti and Videha Mukti, whatever explanation I want to give, I will start with that in the next class. And the actual meaning that I explained for these two mantras here, it will fall in place. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Radha.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Radha. You had any question?
No, nothing. I was actually somewhere else. I still not reached home, but I
No
had
problem.
promised to
Yeah,
join today, so I just joined.
no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, play through the video, YouTube, and once when I start the explanation in the next class, it will automatically fall in place.
Yeah, sure, sure.
All right. Take care. Nice seeing you. Bye. See you in the next
Yeah,
class.
bye bye. Take care. Take care.